Saturday, April the 26th.
Tremendous spirit in this Hereford side. They're not giving this up by any means. Radford. Now Tudor's gone down for Newcastle. Radford again. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Radford the scorer. Ronnie Radford. And the crowd are invading the pitch. And now it will take some time to clear the field. What a tremendous shot by Radford. He got that ball back and hit it from well outside the penalty area, and no goalkeeper in the world would have stopped that. It barely flew into the top corner of Blackpool.
In a single game. Oh, hold on, they might hear. Cummings! He's done it! Great finish! Super sub for Shrewsbury has come on and scored twice. Jason Cummings, it's 2-2. What a great finish! What an afternoon for Jason Cummings. Shrewsbury Town 2, Liverpool 2.
Sanchez caught Young and Fashanu in there. And Sanchez was in there, and that's a goal for Wimbledon. Laurie Sanchez.
Sure to the vast relief of the North East, moving a lot more freely now. A deep one again. Watson is right in there. So too is Hallam and Porterfield. Oh, Porterfield has scored. And Sunderland, the underdogs, are in the lead.
Second, and it's 2-2. There's a minute left on the clock. Brady for Arsenal. Right across, Sunderland! It's there! It's 3-2! Arsenal are back in front for Alan Sunderland. United have possibly thrown it away within seconds of getting it back.
Well, hello everyone and welcome to Warren's Team Talk. I hope you're really well today and having a great day, and it's one of my favourite days of the year today, the FA Cup third round. It's gloomy, it's wet, it's cold, and it's FA Cup third round day. Absolutely perfect weather for it. And I am absolutely buzzing. I'm so bloody excited. I really can't wait to see all the drama and excitement that unfolded. That's going to unfold, I should say, today in the FA Cup third round. And I hope you enjoyed my FA Cup intro. I'm going to play it again at the end of the show so other people can see it. But yeah, every time I do a show about the FA Cup, I'm going to play that because I absolutely love it. I have to say, I love the FA Cup. There's nothing like it, in my opinion. So, yeah, there you go. So let's get into it. We've got some people in the chat already, so let's go through that. The absolute legends that are in the chat. We've got Joanne Smith. Hi, you, Joanne. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a great, great day, and I hope your cats are good too. Lovely to see you. Thanks very much for coming and joining in. And Joanne says hello to me. Well, that's very nice. Thank you, Joanne. And she's got her predictions, and she's going Blackpool 2, Nottingham Forest 0. Boreham 1, Accrington Stanley 2. Morning, Warren. How are you? Dan, says Dan. Hi, Dan. How you doing, buddy? I'm good, mate. Don't forget to let me know if you want that information about the dice game I used for the World Cup video I did a while ago. Bournemouth 1, Burnley 2, says Joanne. Oh gosh, it's not morning, it's afternoon. Then time has just flown today, mate. Yeah, I know. I feel the same, buddy. Chesterfield 0, West Brom 3. Fleetwood Town 2, QPR 1. Blimey. Hull City 0, Fulham 5. Oh dear. Ipswich 0, Rotherham 2. Yeah, well, I'm sure everyone here where you live would be happy if that happens. My mate's a massive Norwich fan, and he'd be absolutely delighted if that happens. And Middlesbrough 2, Brighton 3. Yeah, it could be a really interesting game, that one. So that's why I picked it. It's going to be one of the games that we're going to be covering today. And I sent the email one, sent it on the 3rd of December. Okay, buddy, I'll have a look, and I'll, if I can find it, I'll send you the stuff. I'm sure it is there. I'll have a look in a minute. Anyway, so Joanne's put another one because she's predicting everyone. Joanne, there's 32 matches. What are you on? Millwall 2, Sheffield United 1. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be a Sheffield United fan today. Not that there's anything wrong with Millwall fan. Well, no, I don't know. It's just not a very hospitable place to go and watch football. Let's put it like that. So let's get on with it. Keep putting your comments in, Joanne. I'm loving it, mate. So let's get on with the show. And as I said, it's a FA Cup 3rd round special, one of my favourite days of the year. And my team, Warren's Team Talk YouTube channel of the week is a fella by the name of Football Capital. Now, I absolutely love this channel. I really do, guys. It's fucking superb, right? This fella in the picture, I don't know if I'm saying his name properly. I think his name's Wolchek or something like that. He's an Australian fella. He's a good friend of the Aussie Gooner. And this guy, I'm telling you, he is really, really talented. Really talented. Not only with his knowledge of football, but with what he can do with a computer and the way he manipulates images and graphics and all that sort of thing. But he does brilliant, brilliant content. Seriously, he does. And one of the reasons I love it is because I like finding out about football in other countries and other places. And he does content about the Australian A-League. He's done videos about teams' kits for the upcoming season. He does Premier League reviews and reviews and previews. He does all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff on his channel. He's an absolute legend. And I can't praise his channel highly enough. So please go and check his channel out. He's an absolutely lovely fella. This guy's a massive Man United fan, right? And he sent me a image of his back. He's got this huge fucking tattoo on his back about Manchester United. It covers practically the whole of his back. And apparently it cost him thousands and thousands of dollars. So, and he's been to Old Trafford a few times. Obviously, he can't go very often because of the fact he lives in Sydney, in Australia. But the man is an absolute legend. His channel is called The Football Capital. And go and check it out. There's a link in the description for his channel and also how you can contact him on Instagram. And like I said, the fella is an absolute top man. Seriously, do yourselves a favour and go and subscribe to his channel and watch some of his videos because they're on point. They're on point. That's all I can say. It's absolutely superb stuff. So anyway, that's the Football Capital. So let's have a look at the FA Cup 3rd round draw. And these are all the games that are being played over this weekend. Obviously, Manchester United and Everton, they played last night, and Manchester United won by 3-1. They're the other games that have been played today. Some of them kicked off at 12:30, and we're going to have a look at the results of those games. One of those games, Tottenham Hotspur against Portsmouth. Tottenham were playing at home against the Warren's Team Talk selection. And Pompey, bless them, they put up a brave fight, but they just couldn't manage to muster to create a goal-scoring opportunity, and they ended up losing the game by 1-0 thanks to that personage, Harry Kane, which means that I have to now follow Tottenham until they get knocked out. So, and as you can imagine, I am not happy about that in the slightest. So there you go. That's that. I'll let you guys have a few moments to have a look at all those matches. And then that's the next page. And that's the last game of the weekend. The last match to be played in the third round will be on Monday night. It'll be Oxford against Arsenal. So there you go. Manchester City against Chelsea. That's tomorrow. That should be a great game, I would imagine. So yeah, some great games there. So that's that. The 3 p.m. kickoffs today. These are all the 3 p.m. kickoffs today. Blackpool against Notts Forest. Boreham against Accrington Stanley. Bournemouth against Burnley. Chesterfield against West Brom. Fleetwood Town against QPR. Hull City against Fulham. Ipswich Town against Rotherham. Middlesbrough against Brighton and Hove Albion. Millwall against Sheffield United. And Shrewsbury Town against Sunderland. Now, these are the lineups. This is the Blackpool against Notts Forest starting lineups. We got for Blackpool, we got Chris Maxwell, Andy Lyons, Marvin Ekpiteta, Jordan Thornley, James Husband, Sonny Carey, Charlie Patino, Arsenal player, of course, Shane Lavery, Ian Povda, CJ Hamilton, and Jake Besley. Notts Forest, their starting 11 is Hennessy, Cook, who's the captain today, Williams, Colback, O'Brien, Toffolo, Surridge, Dennis McKenna, Scapper, and Foyster. And then Bournemouth against Burnley. Unfortunately, guys, I couldn't get the formations for Blackpool and Notts Forest. The BBC website at 2:25 still hadn't put it up. So I had to go live because I couldn't wait any longer. Burnley against Bournemouth against Burnley. Bournemouth starting 11 is Travers, Stevens, Cook, Solanke, Christie, Rothwell, Smith, who's captain, Sensini, Bellin, Anthony, and Zamora. And then Burnley starting 11 is Peacock, Farrell, Roberts, Harwood, Ellis, Bayer, Taylor, Cullen, Brownhill, Goodmanson, Benson, Zarori, and Barnes. And let me just say, I love that starting 11 picture. From Burnley, I think that's wild. I really do. I absolutely love it. And I think Burnley have got a good chance today. I really do. They're doing really well in the Championship. And their manager's got them playing really well. So fair play to him. So it could be a difficult afternoon for Bournemouth today. But let's see what happens. So Bournemouth, they're going with a 4-4-2 formation. And Burnley are going with a 4-2-3-1. Then we've got Hull City against Fulham. Hull are going with Ingram, Coyle, who's captain, Elder, Figueiredo, Tufan, Doherty, Woods, McLaughlin, Smith, Vale, and Simmons. And Fulham, they're going with Rodak, Kurzawa, Tosin, Diop, De Cordova, Reed, Kearney, his captain, Andreas, James, and Vinicius, and Wilson. And the starting formations for those two sides, Hull are going with a 4-2-3-1, and Fulham are doing the same. So, on to Middlesbrough and Brighton now. I think this is going to be a brilliant game. I really do. Middlesbrough, their starting 11 is Stefan, Giles, Fry, McGree, Smith, Howson, his captain, McNair, Fours, Crooks, Akpom, and Hackney. Brighton, they're going with Steele, Lamptey, Colwill, Marsh, Gross, Lallana, Mitoma, Caicedo, Ferguson, and Van Heck, and Estepinan. Watch out for that Ferguson. He is an absolute handful. And I really like the look of that young fella. He really is a big Irish striker playing for Brighton. I think he's got a big future of him, the young lad. So, yeah, watch out for him because he's a really, really good player. Middlesbrough, their starting formation is 4-2-3-1, and Brighton are going with the same. So yeah, so let's leave it on that. Let's have a look at the results from today's games. So let's get the screen crime tab. Let's look at this. And let's have a look at this. So today we saw Crystal Palace beat Southampton 2-1. Sorry, Crystal Palace lost at home 2-1 to Southampton. Gillingham lost 1-0 at home to Leicester. Oh dear, never mind. What a shame. Preston North End beat Huddersfield 3-1. Reading won 2-0 against Watford, and Tottenham beat Portsmouth 1-0. Thanks, Spurs. Lovely. Bastards. So there you go. That's that. And let's go to here. And let's put that. And yeah, we'll put that on in a second. Let me just quickly go through the chat though. Okie doke. All right. Joanne with all her predictions. She is the resident football tipster expert for Warren's Team Talk. For Warren's Team Talk channel. Her tipping is absolutely superb. Joanne, are you going to go and put a bet on? Did you put a bet on? Because I think you could do some serious damage to the bookies. I really do. Shrewsbury 1, Sunderland 2. That's it for the afternoon games. Fair play to you, Joanne. Thank you for putting all those in. You are an absolute legend, Joanne. You really are. Dan says, I'll tell you what, I ain't looking forward for County tomorrow. Who are you playing, Dan? Let's get it. Let me just see if I can find it. So you're playing tomorrow. Let's see if we can find it. Let's see. All right, here we go. Let's have a look. So Stockport are home to Warsaw. Mate, you should be able to beat them, surely to God. Do you not confident about your chances? Come on. Dan, 11 key players we would either have on the bench or starting the game or out with a sickness bug. Oh, my God. No wonder you're not confident. Dear, oh, Lord. I'm sorry to hear that, Dan. Cats are good. They're playing with their ball. Pete Sylvester is on the bed sleeping. Lovely. I hope they look after you. Joanne said, I heard Crayon Kid scored. Who's Crayon Kid, Joanne? I won't be surprised if we get knocked out. What you talking about tomorrow? No. On Monday, you mean? No. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't. Blackpool 4-3-3, apparently. Is that right? Well, there you go, says Dan. 4-3-3. There you go. Nice one. Thank you, Dan. Knots 4-3-1-2, apparently. Good man. Thank you, Dan. You're an absolute legend, buddy. Grant McRoberts, Happy New Year, Ron. I hope you had a good one. Yeah, it was all right, mate. Thank you very much. I hope you did too. I was a bit disappointed with the Old Firm match because I thought we were going to absolutely wallop you, to be quite frank. But it didn't turn out that way. We were absolutely dreadful. I don't know what happened, but still. At least we're still, got a healthy lead. That's the main thing. But, fair play to Rangers. They went for it and they nearly got the result that they wanted. And the upper tier, hi, Noel. I hope you're well, mate. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up Warren and everyone in the chat. Happy New Year. Burnley, Blackpool and Borough, tidy bet. I bet it is, mate. I bet it is because I fancy Burnley today. I really do. Joanne says, who should I bet on today? Well, all the ones that you just put in, or go down the bookies and get a long list and then do one from each section or two from each section and whatnot. Because he comes in, you're going to get thousands of pounds. Honestly, you will. And the upper tier says Fulham 1, Newcastle 2, Brentford, West Ham, BTTS, Liverpool, Ols, BTTS. I'm not sure what that means, mate, to be honest, but fair play. BTTS. I ain't got a clue, mate. Sorry, man. And Arvin Jones says, I watched the Tottenham game. Tottenham weren't amazing, but Pompey were too defensive. They barely got out of second gear. I don't know where Tottenham would be without Kane. Well, yeah, exactly, mate. And I'm gutted because it means that I've got to cover Tottenham now for the FA Cup fourth round. I've got to make them the Warren's Team Talk selection. And I've been dreading this moment because I knew there was a possibility it could happen, but I was hoping and praying it wouldn't. But knowing my bloody luck, it's happened. So there you go. Lovely. Harry Crayon. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, now I get it. Yeah, he did in the 50th minute, but they only won 1-0. I'm thinking he will put out a weakened team on Monday, so he might listen, I just don't, even if we did, I just don't think it's going to happen. I think we'll have too much from, even with a weakened side. It might be a bit of a scrap, but I think we'll win. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. The upper tier, Arsenal for League and Cup double. No, well, we might win the Cup, mate. But we might win the Europa League and the FA Cup, but we ain't winning that Premier League, that's for sure. Not with... after I saw the other night against Newcastle, I'm extremely concerned. I have to say I'm concerned. And I know I'm laughing, but it ain't no laughing matter. And Joanne says, okay, laugh out loud. Grant says, I'm absolutely loving life under Bill. Oh, Mickey, you're so far, you're -9. Oh dear, oh Lord. No, but to be fair to him, he got them playing really well. So he has changed the mentality of the club. Unlike Gio, who had to play negative, board gave to back Bill, and our squad was shocking. That is the difference. Well, there you go. Maybe he'll be able to turn it round for you because, let's be honest, it was dreadful under Gio. It really was. And I don't know what he's going to do next, but I think he might struggle to get another job in football. And Erin says, have you heard it sounds like Arsenal pulled out from the Mudryk deal due to Chelsea offering too much for him? Quite glad, to be honest. Don't know enough about him, and we should be prioritising getting a striker. 100%, Erin. I completely agree with you. I looked at his stats on Transfer Market website. I'm not impressed. I'm not, he's a winger. We need a striker. And his strike rate ain't all that. It isn't. It's not. And the other one, that Shelf Felix, I don't rate him either. I looked at his information as well. And I'm not impressed. And the upper tier says both teams score. Do you reckon, no? Oh, yeah, sorry, both teams score BTTS. Yeah, exactly. Now I get it. Sorry, mate. Yeah, because you can do stuff like that, the bookies as well. I like the long list where you have to pick at least one game from each section or two from each section. I really enjoy that one. That's always like a difficult one to pick out. Dad says, time to get your Tottenham shirt up, Ron. We all know you have one. No. Dan, that is not happening. No. I've been dreading this moment. Seriously. Grant says meant to say have. Okay, mate. No problem. And give us a score prediction for Monday then. 2-0 Arsenal. That's what I think, Joanne. You know what my score predictions are? They're absolutely shocking. Isaac Patterson, come on the Borough. Exactly, Isaac. Come on the Borough. Where Borough? Come on the Borough. I've been to Western Park, the old ground, a few times. I've never been to the new one. I saw them play Arsenal in 1983, I think it was. They beat Arsenal 3-2, and I was obviously supporting Arsenal, but I was in the Nutters Borough fans end. And then I went to see them play Bournemouth in the next round. And then I've been to Ayresome Park to see Arsenal in 1989 when we won 1-0. Martin Hayes scored in the sort of 85th minute or something. It was a key game in our famous title win that year. But yeah, it's not the most hospitable. They're not the most I'm trying to say. They're not the most welcoming fans, to put it like that. Well, certainly not to Arsenal. Dan, if you need help. Right. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're referring to, mate, but thanks for that. Anurin says, to have any chance of winning the league above City, we need to get a top-class striker ASAP, a decent backup striker, because Nketiah is crap and Jesus isn't a striker. We need more strength in depth. I completely agree with you, mate. And Arteta needs to work on his... He needs to stop losing it on the touchline when things aren't going his way. Don't get me started on that because I'll be going to a massive rant. Joanne said, I'm going to buy a Spurs shirt in case there's a shortage of bog roll. Get like there was in the pandemic. Fair play to you, mate. Sounds like a good idea. If you need any help looking for the shirt, look where no trophies are. Exactly. Carrick doing some job at Borough. They are doing really well, to be fair. Joanne, who do you think will score for Newcastle? Is on BBC tonight too. Looking forward to that. I think it is Joanne, but I'm not 100% sure. Ian Ritchie Hodgins, what's the crack, Warren? Nice to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming. I don't think I've ever seen you in my chat before, but yeah, it's great to see you, buddy. Yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you doing? And Almiron and Wilson to get a brace each. Yeah, they probably will. I mean, I did a show last night with Del Boy, and we had this fella on who's a Newcastle fan, and he told, I didn't know this, but apparently before the Newcastle boss, I can't remember his name, Eddie Howe, that's it. Before he got taken on by Newcastle, he went around Europe visiting different clubs, and one of the clubs he went to was Atleti. And while he was there, he was watching very closely Diego Simeone. And that performance at Arsenal was a typical Diego Simeone performance. And I can see his fingerprints all over that one. So there you go. And that makes perfect sense to me. Joanne says, wind turbine, Arteta, I call him, with his arms. Yeah, and he's got to stop losing the plot, because you can't, I don't care what anyone says, no one can think clearly when they're losing the plot like that. And if you want to win games of football, particularly when you're coming up against a team that is so well drilled and organised, you need to be able to think clearly and what you're going to do to change it around. Not stand there like trying to start a scrap with anyone who comes near you. And that's never mind what that behaviour is doing to your team, particularly when they're so like strictly controlled the way his Arsenal team are. Ian Ritchie Hodgkin says, new subscriber, bro. Thank you very much, Ian. Lovely to see you. Thank you for subscribing. Lovely to see you, and welcome to Warren's Team Talk. I hope you enjoy the show today, mate. Anurin says, if they have any ambition, they'd do that ASAP. Then again, if we did, I think Arteta's tactics could cost us. I mean, why he only made one sub the other night, I don't know. A defender as well. It was a right back for a right back. So how's that going to change anything? He never changed the shape of the team. He never did introduce any new tactics. Nothing. Mate, I agree with you. I don't get it. But still, there you go. Right. So it's 3:05. The games are kicked off. So let's get into it and see what the crack is. See if we can find. What am I trying to do here? Right, so here we go. Middlesbrough 0, Brighton 0. Michael Carrick has made a fine start to his managerial reign at Borough. This is a test and a half, though. Brighton and Everton last time out. Brighton belted Everton last time out and are going just grand in the Premier League. So let's see what happens. Bournemouth against, here we go. There was nearly a goal there. Hull City against Fulham. It's Fulham who had started the better in the Marco Silva derby, with the Premier League side settling quickly into their rhythm and dominating possession. But that's a huge chance for the hosts early on in this match. Bobby de Cordova-Reid makes a complete mess of a seemingly routine clearance, and Harvey Vale is in on goal. But he's slightly shot wide of the target. Charlie Adam, former Blackpool midfielder on BBC Radio 5 Live. Security in the championship is a big thing for Blackpool, but a win against Nottingham Forest today would give them confidence going forward. I have to say I love Blackpool. It's a fucking brilliant place to go. And it's been a goal already. And look at that. It's already... There's been a goal already, and it's come at Bournemouth. There you have it. Bournemouth 0, Burnley 1. Burnley 0, Burnley 1. Burnley of the Championship winning 1-0 away at Bournemouth of the Premier League. So let's go and check out and see how that goal went in. So there we go. Hold on. Let's go. Bournemouth 0, Burnley 1. Benson Manuel Burnley, right-footed shot from the centre of the box to the top right corner, assisted by Johan Goodmanson with a through ball. So there you go. Burnley 1-0 up at Bournemouth. And there's been another goal as well, guys. Another one I just spotted. So here we go. And whoops, hold on. So here we go. There's been another one. There's been another one, and that has come at Chesterfield. And it's Chesterfield 0, West Bromwich Albion 1. And that was scored by Thomas Asante in the 2nd minute. So let's see how that goal went in. Chesterfield 0, West Bromwich Albion 1. Brandon Thomas Asante, West Bromwich Albion, took a left-footed shot from the centre of the box to the top left corner, assisted by Carl and Grant with a cross. So there you go. 2 minutes gone, and West Bromwich Albion are 1-0 up, and that goal was assisted by Grant. So there you go. Let's go back here. And there's another goal. It's come at Boreham Wood, and it's Boreham Wood 0, Accrington Stanley 1. And let's go and find out about that one. So, goal. Boreham Wood 0, Accrington Stanley 1. Ryan Astley, Accrington Stanley, right-footed shot from the centre of the box to the bottom left corner, has put Accrington Stanley, the Milk Merchants, 1-0 up against Boreham Wood. That goal was scored in the 6th minute by Ryan Astley. So there you go. Boreham Wood, who had a great cup run last year, they're losing 1-0 at home to Accrington Stanley. Last season, I think they got to the 5th round before they finally got knocked out by Everton. So there you go. Boreham Wood 0, Accrington Stanley 1. So let's see. And there's been another goal at Chesterfield. And it looks like Chesterfield has struck back after being pegged back by West Brom early in the game. It's now Chesterfield 1, West Bromwich Albion 1. Williams, the goal scorer there. Let's go and check out that goal. Chesterfield 1, West Bromwich Albion 1. Tyrone Williams at Chesterfield. Right-footed shot from very close range following a corner. And that goal was assisted by Grimes. Fantastic start there at Chesterfield. The home of the Crooked Spyrite. Brilliant fanzine, by the way, back in the day, the Crooked Spyrite. I absolutely loved it. Chesterfield 1, West Bromwich Albion 1. So what an exciting start there for the fans at Chesterfield. So let's get back into it and see what's going on around up and down the country. So all the other good. So let's do a quick roundup of the scores. Blackpool 0, Nottingham Forest 0. Boreham 0, Accrington Stanley 1. Bournemouth 0, Burnley 1. Chesterfield 1, West Bromwich Albion 1. Middlesbrough 0, Brighton and Hove Albion 1. So 8 minutes gone. So there's been a few goals going in early doors there. So that's exciting. So let's get back into chat. There's a lot of comments flying in. If they had any, if they had any ambition, they'd do that as soon as possible. Then again, even if we did, I think our tactics could cost us. I mean, why he only made one sub the other night, I don't know. A defender as well. Yeah, mate. You ain't going to get an argument out of me about that. And Joanne says West Brom scored. Yep. Thank you, Joanne. And the upper tier, tons of goals today. Plenty of fireworks ready, Warren. Yeah, mate, I've got them all stacked up and ready to go, buddy. And here is our resident linguist, Taib Hussain. How you doing, fella? Lovely to see you. He's a resident linguist and comedian. This guy, his jokes are absolutely legendary. And he is a top fella. I love him to bits. And Carl Walsh Gunner, there he is. Wexford's finest, not to be messed with on any level. I was on the show with him last night and he was on top form last night. He was giving it plenty. Absolute top fella. And Carl says, big up, Warren. Mate, brilliant stuff as always. Thank you, Carl. Absolute legend. And thank you very much for joining us. And Taib says, hi, Carl. And Carl says, big up, Taib. And Carl says, hi, Joanne. And big up, Niles says, Carl. Dan says, I just hope no Prem teams lose. Why? Oh, well, because you want a day out of a Premiership side. I just hope no teams lose. Well, I'd like to see a few get knocked out, mate. Damn. Taib says, damn, Bournemouth for crap, laugh out loud. They're not doing well at the moment, Taib, that's for sure. Joanne says, hi, Carl. And Ian Ritchie Hodgkins, great win from Manchester United 2-1. I predicted 2-1. Well, there you go, mate. They half time they were struggling a bit, but they sort of put their foot on the pedal, I guess, and ended up winning 3-1. Taib says, how did the farmer... Oh, here we go. Taib said, how did the farmer find the missing cow? He tracked her down. Excellent. Top one. Mate, you need to look into doing a stand-up show. It would be absolutely legendary. Joanne says, hello, Taib. Mate, your jokes are just so fun. Honestly, they are. Taib says, hi, Joanne. And the upper said, big up, Carl. Gooners for the double. Do you really think Arsenal can do the double, Carl? No, because I can't see it happening. I'd love to see it happening, but I can't. Joanne said, I wonder if Ivan Toney will score a couple tonight. Now, that is a fella I would like to see Arsenal sign. I don't think they will because of all that shenanigans with the betting and whatnot. But there again, you've got a bloody chief exec who his transfer deals are as dodgy as they come. So I don't see why we shouldn't sign him. He's not exactly free of scandal himself, is he? Carl's Gunners wouldn't win the cup on PlayStation. Oh dear. Fair play to you, Carl. I can't say I disagree with you, mate. United will be in a title race next season. Maybe this season, but definitely next season. Yeah, probably. Ian Ritchie, be proud of your team colours. Yep, 100%, mate. Red and white all day long. That's bang on. There are more Prem teams in it, the greater the chance of a Prem away day. I can see it already. Tottenham v County. No. I don't want to have to cover Tottenham. I certainly another bloody watching County struggle. Well, not struggle, but no, being robbed of a victory in the FA Cup. And I think the cover that adds, no, twice in 2 years. No, thanks very much. Reclaim the Warren's Team Talk banner. Mate, that would be absolutely superb. Bring on Warren. Bang on Warren. More Prem teams in it. The greater the chance of a Prem away day. I can see it already. Tottenham v County. Reclaiming the Warren's Team Talk banner. And then crashing out like always. You know what would happen? You'd beat Spurs and then you'd get like the lowest ranked team in it away and get beat. That's what would happen. It was like the sort of thing that would have happened to me in like lower league club. The upper tier says depends on the bet, Tony. On the bet. Tony put on off that lad. And Carl says, Taib, they're in for a title race already, pal. Yeah, I think they are, mate, as well. Joanne says, I'm aiming to get into my other Arsenal shirt by the time it's my birthday. Still on the old diet. Well, fair play to you, Joanne. When is your birthday, Joanne, then? Carl says, bastards are only 9 points behind us. Well, if they beat us, there'll be 6. Carl, that's why I said maybe this season, laugh out loud. And Craig AFC 87, afternoon, Warren. Hi, mate. How are you? Lovely to see you. Thanks for coming. Carl Walsh Gunner, Taib, and he's got, is that laughing emojis he's put there? I'm not sure. And Dan said nothing could be worse than following Tottenham through, could it? Mate, it's a fate worse than death. I'm not even sure I want to do it. I might just come on and do a quick 5-minute update. Say, yeah, Spurs won 1-0 in the 4th round. They're playing so-and-so in the 5th round. That's it. Thank you. Goodbye. Joanne Smith, 18th March, my birthday. Fair play. Well, I hope you have a great day when it comes. Joanne says, hopefully next week I'll get my next award. Yeah, I hope so. Don't give up, Joanne. Keep going, and you can do it, man. Oops. What happened there? Right, okay, so let's see what's going on in this football. Well, what happened there? So, here we go. It's Blackpool 1, Nottingham Forest 0. And here we go. The Tangerines are in front, people. The Tangerines, they are in front. Fantastic. I'm loving this. 19 minutes gone, and it's Blackpool 1, Nottingham Forest 0. And let's see what happened. Goal. Blackpool 1, Nottingham Forest 0. Marvin Ekpiteta Blackpool, right-footed shot from the centre of the box to the bottom right corner. Gives Blackpool a 1-0 lead against their Premier League rivals. There you go. Blackpool 1, Nottingham Forest 0. The goal was scored in the 17th minute. So there you go. Blackpool 1, Nottingham Forest 0. And Bournemouth have equalised. It's Bournemouth 1, Burnley 1. So let's go and check that out. Let's find out what happened. See. Right, so in the 12th minute, a goal for Bournemouth. Ryan Christie, Bournemouth, took a right-footed shot from the centre of the box to the centre of the goal. Bournemouth 1, Burnley 1. Ryan Christie gets an equaliser for Bournemouth. 12 minutes gone when that goal was scored. So there you go. Bournemouth 1, Burnley 1. And let's have a look, see what anything else has happened. And there's another goal for West Brom at Chesterfield. So it's Chesterfield 1, West Bromwich Albion 2. So the Baggies have gone back in front. The Baggies bagged another one. So there you go. Let's have a look, see how that goal went in. So goal, Chesterfield 1, West Bromwich Albion 2. Carlin Grant for West Bromwich Albion. Right-footed shot from the centre of the box to the centre of the goal. Assisted by Thomas Rogic with a through ball. So there you go. Chesterfield 1, West Bromwich Albion 2 now. So let's go back and have a look. And there's been another goal at Middlesbrough, and it's Middlesbrough 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 1. And the goal came from Chuba Akpom in the 13th minute, and the goal was assisted by Giles. So here we go. Chuba Akpom, Middlesbrough header from the centre of the box to the bottom right corner, assisted by Ryan Giles with a cross. So it's Middlesbrough 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 1. There we go, people. The drama is off the bloody scale today. I'm loving this. I really am. I hope you guys are as well. So there we go. Let's quickly go through the scores. So earlier today, Crystal Palace 1, Southampton 2. Gillingham 0, Leicester City 1. Never mind, Gills. Hey, never mind, Gills. Preston 3, Preston North End 3, Huddersfield Town 1. Reading 2, Watford 0, and Tottenham Hotspur 1, Portsmouth 0. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And then Blackpool 1. So late scores in the 3 o'clock kickoffs is Blackpool 1, Nottingham Forest 0, Boreham 0, Wood 0, Accrington Stanley 1, Bournemouth 1, Burnley 1, Chesterfield 1, West Bromwich Albion 2, Fleetwood Town 0, Queen's Park Rangers 0, Hull City 0, Fulham 0, Ipswich Town 0, Rotherham United 0, and Middlesbrough 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 1. And it's been a goal at Millwall. There's been a goal at the New Den, and it's gone to Sheffield United. So it's Millwall 0, Sheffield United 1, and the Lions are losing at home to the Blades. And those hardy souls in the way in them, dear me, I wouldn't want to be in their shoes. I'm telling you, dear me, I've been to that ground. I've been to the New Den once, and I've been to the Old Den twice. It's not an experience I wish to repeat for a fourth time, I can tell you. So let's go and find out about the goal. It was scored by Jabberson in the 23rd minute and assisted by Doyle. Millwall 0, Sheffield United 1. Daniel Jefferson of Sheffield United, right-footed shot from the right side of the box to the bottom right corner, assisted by Tommy Doyle. So there you go. Millwall 0, Sheffield United 1. So there we are. I think we're up to date now, guys. Let me just see what is going on. I want to see what the other scores are. There's a few other games going on today, particularly in Scotland. I want to see what's going on for Grant and I. So in the Scottish Premiership, it's Aberdeen 0, St Johnstone 0, Celtic 0, Kilmarnock 0, Ross County 0, Livingston 0, and St Mirren 1, Heart of Midlothian 0. In League One, it's Bolton 0, Plymouth Argyle 0, Cambridge 1, Bristol Rovers 1, Charlton Athletic 0, Lincoln City 0, Morecambe 1, Cheltenham Town 0. Early today in League Two, Salford City beat Northampton by 2-1. Harrogate Town are losing 2-0 at home to Colchester. Mansfield are winning 1-0 at home to Barrow. And Sutton United are winning 1-0 at Tranmere Rovers. And the rest of the games are 0-0. Hold on, Mansfield have just scored against Barrow to go 1-0 up. So that's that. Let's go back to where we were. No, that's not what I was looking for. Dear. Oh, here we go. That's better. That's what I wanted. So, let's go into the chat and see what's going on. Dave says every team will drop points, and let's not overhype Arsenal's chances of winning the league. Exactly. They're not even halfway through the season yet. Carl Walsh Gunner, keep up the great work, Joanne. You are flying it. Yeah, I 100% agree with that. And there's been a goal. There's been a goal in one of our games. Let's go and check that out. See what's happened. And it's Middlesbrough 1, Brighton 2. Middlesbrough 1, Brighton 2. So let's go and see how that one went in. Right, hold on. Middlesbrough 1, Brighton 2. So let's see. Lallana scored for Brighton in the 29th minute. That goal was assisted by Mitoma. He's another really, really good player. I like the look of him the other night when Arsenal played them. Adam Lallana, Brighton and Hove Albion with an attempt from very close range to the bottom right corner, assisted by Kaoru Mitoma. So there you go. Brighton are 2-1 up now at Middlesbrough. They've gone back in front after being pegged back by Chuba Akpom in the 13th minute. So they're 2-1 up away at Borough. So, yeah, we're up to date, people. Let's get back into the chat. Marley says, are Tottenham going to get the win then, buddy? No, oh God. Well, they won today. They ain't winning the cup, though, mate. Not a chance. No. No, I'm not happy about that at all. Carwolf's Gunner, I may ring the fire brigade for all these fireworks today. It's dangerous, mate. Yeah, they're going off left, right, and centre, buddy. They really are. And Carwolf says, hit the likes, people. The legend of a man does such much more subscribers. Top class YouTuber. Big up, Warren. I don't know how to do this show, mate. I don't know how you do this show, mate. It's truly amazing. Listen, Carl, you and I need to have a chat because I want to talk it through with you. If you want to do it, I can talk it through with you and tell you how to do it. Because once you know how to do it, it's a piece of cake. It really is. But it's a lot of work to prepare. That's the only thing. It really is. But I personally enjoy doing it. But if you want me to talk it through with you, I'm happy to do it, buddy. Dan, are you running this for the 3 o'clock kicks today only, or is it carrying on to the 5:30 ones? No, mate, I can't. I've got something I need to do before 5:30. So I'd love to. I'm thinking about doing one tomorrow as well. If you guys would like me to do one tomorrow, let's see. Let's have a look. Let me just have a look at another screen. Let me see if I can be able to do it tomorrow, because I'd like to do one tomorrow. That'd be interesting. Yeah, there's some tomorrow, 2 o'clock kickoffs. Cardiff against Leeds, Hartlepool against Stoke, Norwich against Blackburn, Stockport against Walsall. If you guys want me to, I can do another one tomorrow. If you want, I'm quite happy to do that. I hadn't planned to do it. If you guys would like it, then yeah, why not? Let's do it. Let's go for it. What can you watch it on? Liam, what, mate? What can you watch? What on? Sorry, buddy, I'm not following. Tell me what it is you're trying to find, and maybe I can help. Dan says, I can imagine all the Stone Island jackets at Millwall crying over conceding the goal. Mate, don't prod the tiger with a stick, or the lion in this case. It's not a good idea, mate. Just leave them be. Let them get on with what they need to do and just leave it at that. Mate, no. And whatever you do not go to a Millwall away day. Do not, Dan. No. It's not a good idea. Your life could be in serious danger. Joanne Smith says, thanks, Carl. We'll do it. It's not easy, but I'm doing it. You keep doing it. Joanne, like I've said to you before, right? I think I've said it to you before. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I said it to someone else. But if you feel tempted to be naughty, don't do it. Speak to me. Put one I can give you, because I was a lot bigger at one point than what I am now. I'm not exactly small now, but what I used to do, I used to eat my food, my main meal, off a smaller plate. Because when you put the food, a small amount of food on a small plate, it looks a lot more than what it is. That's one tip. Another tip is put pictures of yourself that you don't particularly like on the fridge or wherever it is you keep your naughties. So that when you go to take something, you look at it and you think, no. Now, apparently that works. I've never tried that myself, but people have told me about that. Joanne says, I'm going to create some fireworks when I go down the pub next week when we play them turds. Oh, dear. Yeah, well, I hope Ipswich don't get promoted and you have to play, Norwich have to play Ipswich, because that's not a good one. And there he is, the main man, Del Boy Gunner TV. What's the crack? What's the bleeding story? Is it the Chinese New Year in Warren's house? The amount of fireworks going off. Mate, there's fireworks going off all over the show. I've got them all piled out and I'm piled up and I'm running out. Big up, Del Boy. I will WhatsApp you there now, mate. There you go. Hey, Del Boy. Yes, Warren, please do another one tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna. And I've got a new intro for the FA Cup. For any FA Cup shows I do, I absolutely love it. I'm going to put it on again at half time so you guys can see it and tell me what you think. Joanne Smith says that would be nice, a show tomorrow too. Yeah, why not? Let's go for it. Dan says I won't be able to love, but I would definitely watch on replay. Thanks, Dan. Mate, listen, I 100% respect you and make sure you get all your homework done and stuff like that, though, buddy. Live. Oh, I see. Yeah. I was thinking, I'm not really that way inclined. But, yeah, fair play to you. I just want to reiterate, I like ladies. Okay. And won't be visiting them in the FA Cup as they're now 2-0 down. Well. Thank you, Dan. Let's go and see. There you go. Our roving reporter, Dan at the New Den, tells us it's Millwall 0, Sheffield United 2, and there it is. Bogle scores in the 36th minute for Sheffield United. It was assisted by McAfee. And let's put our fireworks on. If I can get the mouse to behave itself. So, here we go. So, here we go. The second Sheffield United goal. Millwall 0, Sheffield United 2. Jaden Bogle, Sheffield United, left-footed shot From the centre of the box to the high centre of the goal, assisted by James McAtee. There you go. Millwall 0, Sheffield United 2. So the Blades are fully in control now in the Lions' Den. So there we have it. Let's get this back up. Let's go back here. So, what is it? What's the state of play? 40 minutes gone. It's Blackpool 1, Nottingham Forest 0. So the Seasiders 1-0 up against Forest. Bournemouth 0, Accrington Stanley 1. AFC Bournemouth 1, Burnley 2. And there's been another goal at Chesterfield. It's gone goal crazy at Chesterfield. And it's Chesterfield 2, West Bromwich Albion 2. And the second goal for Chesterfield has been scored by Dobra in the 36th minute. And that was assisted by Mandeville, in the 36th minute. So let's go and find out about that one. Goal, Chesterfield 2, West Bromwich Albion 2. Armando Dobra of Chesterfield, right-footed shot from the centre of the box to the bottom left corner, assisted by Liam Mandeville with a cross. There you go. What a game that is. 4 goals already, and it's not even half-time. Chesterfield 2, West Bromwich Albion 2. Fleetwood Town 1, Queen's Park Rangers 1, and 2 goals in quick succession there, within 3 minutes of each other. So we need a double whammy of fireworks. So let's go and find out about those 2 goals at Fleetwood Town. Fleetwood 1, Queen's Park Rangers 1. The first goal that went in was from Queen's Park Rangers to put them 1-0 up, scored by Field in the 37th minute, assisted by Dykes. And then Fleetwood Town equalised from equalising goal came from Nisialia in the 40th minute, and that was assisted by Andrew. And let's go and find out about that. So the QPR goal, Sam Field, Queen's Park Rangers, left-footed shot from very close range to the centre of the goal, assisted by Lyndon Dykes, following a set-piece situation. And then the equalising goal came from Fleetwood Town. For Fleetwood Town came from Aristote Nisialia. Fleetwood Town, header from the centre of the box to the bottom left corner, assisted by Danny Andrew with a cross following a corner. So there you go. It's Fleetwood Town 1, Queen's Park Rangers 1. So let's get back here. And there's been another goal at Bournemouth. My word, look at this. And Bournemouth are getting absolutely pumped. Pumped by Burnley. It's Bournemouth 1, Burnley 3 now. So 2 goals in 4 minutes from Burnley. The first one came as a double from Zaruri. He scored the first one in the 39th minute, and that was assisted by Brownhill. He added another one 4 minutes later in the 43rd minute, and that was also assisted by Brownhill. So let's go and have a look at Zaruri's quickfire double. And that's Zaroury from Burnley. Right-footed shot from very close range to the bottom left corner, assisted by Josh Brownhill. And then the second goal in the 43rd minute. And that's Zaroury, Burnley, right-footed shot from the centre of the box to the bottom right corner, assisted by Josh Brownhill. So there you go. Bournemouth 1, Burnley 3. 2 goals in 4 minutes from Burnley have put them firmly in the driving seat. So fair play to Burnley. They are absolutely romping at Bournemouth. So let's see what else is going on, because this afternoon is turning into an absolute classic. I'm loving it. And there's been another goal at Chesterfield. Could you believe it? Right, here we go. So there we go. Chesterfield, what drama here. And it's not even half time. It's Chesterfield 3, West Bromwich Albion 2. And Dobra has got a second goal. His second goal in 5 minutes. And he scored in the 41st minute. He also scored one in the 36th minute, if you may remember. But here we go. The goal in the 41st minute that put Chesterfield 3-2 up at home to West Bromwich Albion. Armando Dobra, Chesterfield, right-footed shot from the centre of the box to the high centre of the goal. Chesterfield 3, West Bromwich Albion 2. So Chesterfield are in front now. And where is the drama going to end? This is unreal. It is absolute classic stuff. So there we go. What else have we got here? And here we go. The Tractor Boys 1-0 up. Ipswich Town 1. Rotherham United 0. Humphreys scores in the 43rd minute. Ipswich Town 1, Rotherham United 0. There we go. Ipswich Town 1, Rotherham United 0. Wow. There we go. It has been an absolute madness. Absolute madness today. So let's see if we can find out about that goal from Humphreys in the 43rd minute. It was assisted by Jackson. Ipswich Town 1, Rotherham 0. Cameron Humphreys of Ipswich Town, left-footed shot from the centre of the box to the bottom left corner. Left-footed shot from the centre of the box to the bottom left corner, assisted by Caden Johnson. So Ipswich Town 1-0 up at home to Rotherham. It's now half time. And there you go. So games are approaching half time. There's a lot of chats outstanding. Sorry, guys. There's been so much going on here. And Joanne says, what does everyone in the chat think the Arsenal lineup will be? Oh, my God. I wish you hadn't asked that. Casey Codeine, you reckon Plymouth are going to win? I've got no idea. You tell me, Casey. Lovely to see you, though. Thanks ever so much for coming. I don't know, man. I really don't. I haven't seen anything of Plymouth this year. I remember them coming to Highbury and they had the whole of the clock in. I think they brought about 20,000 fans with them. They were fine for, it was for an FA Cup tie. Unfortunately for them, they got pumped 6-1. But yeah, I remember they were all around Highbury, good-natured lads, and they had a great day out. But unfortunately, they got absolutely pumped 6-1. Dan said, I'll keep that noted, Warren. Fair play, buddy. Del Boy Gunner to me at Cozy Coding. I hope so. Come on, the Plymouth. Yeah, come on, the Argyle. And what's the song? Because we lived in Plymouth for a couple of years when I was a baby, and they used to sing a song. I can't remember how it used to go. She taught it me when I was a kid. What was it? Oh, that was it. Oggy, oggy, oggy. Oi, oi, oi. Oggy, oggy, oggy. Oi, oi, oi. Apparently that's what they used to sing. And I don't know if you're from Plymouth, but in Plymouth there is this absolutely banging, and I mean banging, pasty shop called Ivor Junior's Pasty Shop. Wow, the pasties in that place are absolutely delicious. I think they're homemade. I've never tasted pasties like that before. They are wild, and they do pasties by post. So you've got to order some and get them delivered to your house. It's mad. Casey says, in it, lad. And there you go. Casey said, need Hearts to win it against St Mirren as well. I think they're losing at the moment, Casey. We'll have a look in a minute. Del Boy Gunner, thumbs up. And Del Boy, please hit the likes. All right. Yeah, please, guys, go and hit the likes. If you've not subscribed to me, please subscribe to my channel. And please subscribe to all the legends that are in the chat this afternoon. We got Niall from the upper tier, absolutely brilliant YouTuber. He does a lot of general football content, as well as he's got a Liverpool podcast. He's a massive Liverpool fan. It's called the Shankly Sessions, and his channel is called the Upper Tier. You've got Carl Walsh Gunner. He is going to be uploading again very soon. He had to take a break, unfortunately, recently, but he's going to be uploading again soon. The man is an absolute legend. There's no filters with him. He just says what he sees, and you either like it or you don't. It's up to you. But he's an absolute legend of a chap. And then we got the one and the only Del Boy Gunner TV. I was on his channel last night doing a review of the Arsenal-Newcastle game, and we had a guy there called Lolo, who is from, I think he's from Brooklyn, and he's got a channel called Lolo from the Stoop or something like that. Brilliant guy, absolutely love the fella. And there was also a Newcastle fan on there as well. Mate, that guy's knowledge about football was on point. Absolutely on point. It was a brilliant show. Carl came on as well. So please go and subscribe to Del Boy as well. And there goes my hope of Prem teams winning. Thanks a lot, Bournemouth. There you go. Casey Code. But Burnley would be a good day out. It would be far to go, would it? Casey Codin says, come on, Hearts, man. Yeah. Anyone who's never been to Edinburgh, right? They are in Edinburgh. You see these buses going around like burgundy colour, right? Like the same colour as the Hearts shirts. My daddy used to refer to them as Hearts buses. The colour of them. And Joanne says, hello, Del Boy. And Joanne Smith says, oh my God, smiling emoji. Loads of goals, says Joanne Smith. Yeah, it's an absolute madness. Del Boy says, Hello, Joe and Dan. And hi, Del Boy. How are you? Says Dan. Yeah, everything. Del Boy does a regular phone in for people to come in and have their say. You don't have to put your camera on. Just come in and have your say about whatever it is he's decided to be the topic of conversation. So look out for it because it's brilliant. It really is. Oh, good, Dan. Just here enjoying the fireworks. Yeah, the Warren Bartholomew fireworks display is on full show today. The only thing is I can't put it to classical music because I'll get done for quite, unfortunately. It's like the London New Year display in this is Dan. You're absolutely spot on, mate. Del Boy Gunner laughing emojis and a thumbs up. Fair play, Del Boy. And Anurin says, currently watching Middlesbrough Brighton game. Been a good game, both sides playing good football. I also watched a bit of Bournemouth v Burnley. That seemed like a good game as well. Dan says, away day, which is at least 2 hours away on the trains, gives me reason to go in first class on the train and just abuse the unlimited drinks. Right? Yeah, well, as long as you don't have to go to the Millwall, you'll be all right. A couple of sad ex-footballer deaths in the last couple of weeks. Pele, Gianluca Vialli, not to mention that one player who died in the 66 England World Cup squad. Yeah, all of those were really, really sad. And I'd like to give my condolences to all of them, to be honest, and their families. It's really, really sad. Pele, probably, arguably, the greatest player of all time. Gianluca Vialli, lovely fella and a brilliant striker. And the lad from the England 66 World Cup winning team, what an absolute legend of man he was as well. Del Boy says, hi, Anurin Jones. And Anurin says, hi, Del Boy. Right, everyone, I'm going to play my new FA Cup intro for those of you who haven't seen it. I hope you enjoy this. Let me know what you think when you've seen it. Here we go, guys. Here it is.
Saturday, April the 26th.
Tremendous spirit in this Hereford side. They're not giving this up by any means. Radford. Now Tudor's gone down for Newcastle. Radford again. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Radford the scorer. Ronnie Radford. And the crowd are invading the pitch. And now it will take some time to clear the field. What a tremendous shot by Radford. He got that ball back and hit it from well outside the penalty area, and no goalkeeper in the world would have stopped that. It barely flew into the top corner of Blackpool.
In a single game. Oh, hold on, they might hear. Cummings! He's done it! Great finish! Super sub for Shrewsbury has come on and scored twice. Jason Cummings, it's 2-2. What a great finish! What an afternoon for Jason Cummings. Shrewsbury Town 2, Liverpool 2.
Sanchez caught Young and Fashanu in there. And Sanchez was in there, and that's a goal for Wimbledon. Laurie Sanchez.
Sure to the vast relief of the North East, moving a lot more freely now. A deep one again. Watson is right in there. So too is Hallam. And Porterfield! Oh, Porterfield has scored! And Sunderland, the underdogs, are in the lead. Second, and it's 2-2.
There's a minute left on the clock. Brady for Arsenal. Right across, Sunderland! It's there! It's 3-2! Arsenal are back in front through Alan Sunderland. United have possibly thrown it away within seconds of getting it back.
Well, guys, what did you think of that? Did you enjoy that? I hope you liked it. And Erin says, as someone who will have watched Pele growing up, what are your thoughts on him compared to others? After watching him back be the GOAT, he's unique like I've never seen before. Right. And Erin, I'm too young to have seen him. I was born in 1967. The last time he played in the World Cup was 1970. But that 1970 World Cup team, I've seen videos of it. For me, they're the best team ever, 100%. There's one goal in that final against Italy. It was just off the scale. They just ripped that Italian side to pieces. And this was in the days where the Italians would hardly concede one goal, let alone 4 in one match. It was just unbelievable. But yeah, he was an absolutely superb player. For me, I love Pele. I think he's an absolute gentleman. And I've seen a few people how his listing on Wikipedia says footballer and humanitarian, and it's a good way to describe him. Probably it's a very good way to sum him up. But for me, the greatest player of all time has to be Diego Maradona. I mean, it's just like that fella. It's just unbelievable that he led Argentina to 2 World Cups in succession. And the team that he led to the world, 2 teams he led to the World Cup final. They weren't that great, honestly. They were bang average. But he almost single-handedly did it on his own. Absolutely superb player. I know there's all this talk about drugs and all the rest of it, but he got exploited. And I mean, the goal he scored against England, the goals that he scored in that 86 World Cup were fucking unbelievable. The goal he scored against England, the goal that I think 2 of the goals he scored against Belgium in the semi-final, they were just unbelievable. When he got on it, you couldn't stop him. And then also go and watch videos of him in playing in the Italian league. And when the Italian league, if you got 2 goals in one game, if you thought all your Christmases had come at once, because they were so tight. The games were always really tight, 1-0, 1-1, 0-0. That's what it was like, because they were so well organised defensively. They really were. And at the time, the Italian league was in the best in the world. And he purposely went to play at Napoli. He had offers from Juventus, the Milan clubs, and what have you. And he purposely went to Napoli, who was struggling down the bottom of the league. And he won 2 titles with them. It was unbelievable. It'd be like him going, no disrespect to Burnley, it would be like him going to play, say, for Burnley or Nottingham Forest now, and then taking them to a league title. The man was just off the scale. And the saddest thing for me is that Arsenal could have signed him. The reason they didn't, I found out it wasn't because the English football stopped it. Well, they did stop it, but the reason they stopped it apparently was because of the Falklands War, because it was just at the time of the Falklands War, just before it was going to happen, and it was all set up. The deal was done. He was coming, and he wanted to come as well. That was the other thing. and the Falklands War happened, so the government forced the Football League to stop it. So there you go. There you go. And that's all down to Thatcher. I'm not going to go into it. I don't want to get political about it, but that woman's got blood on her hands, I'm telling you. Joanne Smith says that was awesome. Thank you, Joanne. I'm glad you liked it. Craig AFC 87. I haven't seen so much fireworks since New Year's Eve when Big Ben struck midnight. There you go, mate. Hey! See, Warren's team talk always gives you plenty of fireworks. I don't like it, Warren. I love. Okay, cool. Thank you, man. I love it, he says. Brilliant. Thank you, Dan. Some quite unique goals on there. You can say that again, buddy. Maradona won the World Cup by himself in '86. He did. He absolutely did. And that's why he's just... The thing I like about him as well, he's just a normal guy. Right? He's a normal guy, and the way he talks about the hand of God goal, I saw him being interviewed and he was talking about it. He said, listen, that goal, he said, was just a bit of a joke goal. He said, I do stuff like that when I'm playing with my mates. And it was just a bit of a laugh. And he's like scoring a goal like that for a bit of a laugh in a World Cup quarter-final. It's mad. It's absolutely mad. And yeah, it's in South America, I know because I've been there a lot. All right. There is this attitude, particularly with sport, that you have to win, and you win at all costs, no matter what it takes to win, you have to do it. And it's a big part of their and whatnot. So yeah, I could really go and talk about it a lot, but I really don't want to. But it's a big thing. So anyway, let's see what's going on. It must be the second half started by now. Let's see what's going on in all these games. I wonder if there's going to be any more drama in the second half like there was the first. So let's go through the scores quickly. It's Blackpool 1, Nottingham Forest 0, Boreham 0, Accrington Stanley 1, Bournemouth 1, Burnley 3, Chesterfield 3, West Bromwich Albion 2, Fleetwood Town 1, Queen's Park Rangers 1, Hull City 0, Fulham 1, Ipswich Town 1, Rotherham 1, Middlesbrough 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 2, Millwall 0, Sheffield United 2, and Shrewsbury Town 0, Sunderland 0. So let's look at this one, because I think that's a new one. No, we've seen that one. Let's see what happens. So let's put this on. Oh, and there's been a yellow card and a goal. So before we look at the goal, Harrison Reed is down in some pain early in the second half following a crunching tackle by Callum Elder. That will quite rightly be a yellow card. So Callum Elder, my friend, this is for you. Your book, son. Right, so a yellow card there, and there has also been a goal. Where it is, I'm not sure. So it's Bournemouth 2, Burnley 3. Bournemouth have pulled a goal back. Bournemouth right back in it, and it's been scored by Dominic Solanke. So let's go and check that out. There you go. Solanke scored in the 48th minute. Dominic Solanke, Bournemouth, a header from very close range to the centre of the goal means it's now Bournemouth 2, Burnley 3. So there we are. So it started off the way it ended in the first half. And Charlie Adam, what's Charlie Adam having to say for himself? Forest have caused problems when they have kept the ball well. They need to keep the patience, keep building the play, finding those little pockets. Important to let Gustavo Scapa on the ball because he can see a pass, and hopefully Dennis and Surridge can be in the right place at the right time. Bournemouth 2, Burnley 3. Bournemouth have a corner, come out with a bit between the teeth. The home fans have rediscovered their voice. So it sounds like the home fans are really getting behind their team there. Just give me a second, guys. I want to quickly check something. Let's see. Yes! Come on, you Celts. Celtic won, the Kilmarnock 0. And it's been scored by Jota in the 45th, and then was assisted by Maeda. Celtic 1, Kilmarnock 0. And the other game with goals is St Mirren 1, Heart of Midlothian 1. And the Pars are winning 1-0 at Edinburgh. FC Edinburgh 0, Dunfermline Athletic 1. And Whiten scored in the 20th minute for the Pars to put them 1-0 up at FC Edinburgh. So let's leave that there and get back. And right, so let's see. Apparently there's been a goal at Ipswich. So let's go and check that out. Let's go and check that out. Let's see. Where are we? Ipswich Town 1, Rotherham United 1. Humphreys scores in the 43rd minute not Humphreys. Washington scored in the 47th minute for Rotherham United from the penalty spot to draw Rotherham level with Ipswich. So it's Ipswich Town 1, Rotherham United 1. Here we go. Right, the penalty. Connor Washington drew a foul in the penalty area. Penalty was conceded by Richard Coe. And Richard Coe, this is for you, sir. Your book, son. So there we go. He got a booking for the penalty. And there's another booking as well for Rotherham United player Oliver Rathbone. He got shown a yellow card for a bad foul. So this is for Oliver Rathbone.
Your book, son.
So let's get back into it. So it's Ipswich Town 1, Rotherham United 1. So there we have it. And there's been another goal at Middlesbrough. Another goal at Middlesbrough. So it's Middlesbrough 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 3. Middlesbrough 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 3. And let's go and find out about that one. The third goal for Brighton was scored by McAllister in the 58th minute, and that was assisted by Estupiñán in the 58th minute, obviously. And let's go and find out about that. Middlesbrough 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 3. Alexis McAllister, Brighton and Hove Albion, left-footed shot from the centre of the box to the bottom right corner, assisted by Pervis Estupiñán. And there's been a booking in that game as well. Brighton player Moses Caicedo is shown a yellow card for a bad foul. So this is for you, Moses Caicedo.
Your book, son.
So there we go. I think we're up to date now. Yeah, I think we are. So let's get back into the chat because there's a lot of that standing. Sorry about that, guys. And then it says Maradona didn't look far off. Don't get me wrong, but for me, out of the football I've watched, past and present, Pele's my favourite. The way he flicked over defenders and got up to headers, yeah, mate. He was unreal. He really was. He was a fantastic player. Del Boy, hi Craig. Craig AFC 87. Hi, Del Boy. Great show last night, fella. Yeah, it was a great show. I really enjoyed it. Any of you who haven't seen it, go and check it out. Del Boy hosted a great show on his channel, which was a review of the Arsenal-Newcastle match. I was on it. A fella called Lolo from... I can't remember the name of his channel, but he is from Brooklyn in the United States. There was a Newcastle fan on there as well. A fellow, I think his name's Tony. Carl Walsh Gunner was on there as well. It was an absolutely brilliant show. It really was. People popping in and popping out. Fantastic stuff. And Owen says the documentary on both Pele and Maradona were brilliant. There's also a film called Pele, Birth of a Legend, that reveals about Pele growing up, whereas the doc is more about his career. Politics, etc. And that's the reason I like it, because I like his politics. Sorry for assuming you're older than that you are. By the way, I honestly thought for some reason you were older than Jez. Laugh out loud. Oh dear. Okay, fair enough, mate. You don't have to apologise. It's fine. Bournemouth are making the comeback, says Dan. Oh my word. I'll go and have a look at that in a minute. Let's leave that on there and go and see what's going on. It looks like they might have equalised. So there's been another goal at Bournemouth. But this time, the goal has gone to Burnley, and it's now Bournemouth 2, Burnley 4. Burnley are now 4-2 up at Premiership Bournemouth, and the fourth goal has gone to Sayori in the 43rd minute. The fourth goal has gone to Man in the 57th minute, and it was assisted by Barnes. So let's go and see how Burnley's fourth goal went in. Goal. Bournemouth 2, Burnley 4. Benson Manuel of Burnley, left-footed shot from the centre of the box to the bottom left corner, assisted by Ashley Barnes with a through ball. So there you go. Burnley now 4-2 up at Premiership Bournemouth, and they are running amok. So fair play to Burnley. So Bournemouth 2, Burnley 4. And Blackpool have got a second goal now at home to Nottingham Forest. It's Blackpool 2, Nottingham Forest. So the second goal for Blackpool was scored in the 64th minute by Pavoda Ocampo, and that was assisted by Yates. So it's now Blackpool 2, Nottingham Forest 0. Let's see if we can find out about this second goal. Blackpool 2, Nottingham Forest 0. Ian Pavoda Ocampo from Blackpool has a right-footed shot from very close range to the bottom right corner, and it was assisted by Jerry Yates. And there's also been a booking for Ian Pavoda Ocampo from Blackpool. He's shown a yellow card for excessive celebration. Mate, come on now. I hate
your book, son.
I hate it. I'm sorry. I just find that really pathetic that players get booked for excessively celebrating a goal. I'm sorry. I just think it's wrong. I do. I'm sorry. I just think it's wrong. If people can't behave themselves in the football ground and blame it on opposition players, I'm sorry. It's not good enough, is it? There you are. So let's get back into the comments again. Dan says, you're not a Celtic fan, are you, Warren? Yeah, I certainly am, mate. Die-hard Celtic fan. And as I said to Del Boy the other night, Tim, always a Tim. Come on, the Celts. Hail, hail. Casey Codine says, Plymouth still not scored. Let's go and have a look for you, Casey. Let's go and have a look, see how the Argyle are doing. Let's see. Yeah, it's Bolton 0, Plymouth Argyle 0, 66 minutes gone there. And it's still Bolton Wanderers 0, Plymouth Argyle 0. But the good news is it's now Celtic 2, Kilmarnock 0. Come on, the Celts. And the second goal has been scored by Taylor, an own goal for Kilmarnock's Taylor in the 51st minute. Celtic 2-0 up at home to Kilmarnock. That will take Celtic 12 points clear in the Scottish Premiership. So there we go. Right, hold on, guys. There we go. Let's leave it on that. So, yeah. Plymouth, no, they still haven't scored, mate. MUFC, Smith says, MUFC, okay. Well, fair play to you, Mark. Thanks for joining the show and coming to see my channel. I'm really happy to see you. And I don't think I've seen you in my chat before. So welcome to Warren's Team Talk. So I hope you enjoy yourself. Just have a good bit of banter and a laugh. Lovely to see you. And Casey Codeine says, bloody hell. There you go. Tyve says, big up Luca Vialli. I remember him for his Chelsea days. Sad to hear about his passing. Yeah, big up to him and fair play to him. And my condolences to all his family and friends and everyone who knew him. Where is scores? Right, the scores, my friend. I've got them on the BBC website. And go to the BBC Sport website. See that there? And it gives you all these tabs here. If you click on the football one, and then if you go to football, and then you click on scores and fixtures, okay, and then you scroll down, and it gives you the scores in order of competitions being played that afternoon. So another goal at Fleetwood Town. Another goal at Fleetwood Town. It's now Fleetwood Town 2, Queen's Park Rangers 1. And let me just tell you, people, Queen's Park Rangers have got an absolutely shocking record in the FA Cup third round. I think they're the club that has lost the most FA Cup third round ties in the history of the competition. I don't think anyone's ever lost more third round ties. They have, and it looks like they're adding to their sorry record this afternoon. Bless them. So Fleetwood Town 2, QPR 1. Now scored the goal scorer for Fleetwood Town. The goal came in the 67th minute, and it came from Omocheri, and it was assisted by Nasiala in this. And let's see if we can find out about the goal. Goal, Fleetwood Town 2, QPR 1. Promise Omocheri, Fleetwood Town, right-footed shot from the centre of the box to the bottom right corner, assisted by Orostot Nasalia following a corner. So there you go. Fleetwood Town 2-1 up at home to Queen's Park Rangers. So these games have been absolutely wild today. And there's been a third goal at Blackpool. And it's now Blackpool 3, Nottingham Forest 0. Nottingham Forest getting absolutely destroyed. And the third goal for Blackpool has been scored by Hamilton in the 71st minute. And it was assisted by Dougal. Not Dougal from Magic Roundabout, by the way. Dougal. And here we go. Blackpool 3, Nottingham Forest 0. CJ Hamilton from Blackpool, left-footed shot from the left side of the box to the bottom right corner, assisted by Kenneth Dougal. So there you go. Blackpool 3-0 up against Nottingham Forest at home. So it looks like Nottingham Forest are going to be dumped out of the FA Cup in the third round. Just checking to see if there's been the scores. I don't think there has. So we'll leave it there and we'll go back into the comments. Austin Salvatore of Augustin Salvatore of, I don't know what you're referring to, mate, but thanks very much for coming into the chat. Lovely to see you, my friend. I hope you're having a great day and you're enjoying the show. If you want to tell me what you're referring to, because you put a question mark in, I'll see what I can do to answer your question. Sorry about that, mate, but honestly, I just don't know what you're referring to. So if you tell me what it is, what your question is, I'll try and do my best to answer it for you. Dan says, screw that. The comeback is off now. Yeah, it is. It's 4-2. Stockport 2. Stockport. Bournemouth 2. Burnley 4. And Joanne says, I still like Sergio when he was at City. Yeah, he was quality, mate. He really was. On the jersey, Dan, stop that naughty talk. Bless you. Come on, the jersey. No. We don't want any of that swearing in my chat. Thank you, Dan. And Blackpool got their third. Looks like no comeback for Forest. Yeah, that's another one off the list, mate. So your list of options is running thin, my friend. And Craig AFC 87. Surely Arteta will play Marquinhos and Vieira against Oxford. You would hope so, wouldn't you? But whether he will or not, that's another matter. Whether we will, I really don't know, but you'd like to think so, wouldn't you? But there we are. Let's see what's going on in these games. So there we go. So as it stands, it's Blackpool 3, Nottingham Forest 0, Boreham 0, Accrington Stanley 1, AFC Bournemouth 2, Burnley 4, Chesterfield 3, West Bromwich Albion 2, Fleetwood Town 2, Queen's Park Rangers 1, Hull City 0, Fulham 1, Ipswich Town 2, Rotherham United 1, Middlesbrough 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 3, Millwall 0, Sheffield United 2, and Shrewsbury Town 0, Sunderland 0. So none of these games are a level at the moment, except for the last one, Shrewsbury against Sunderland. So that's interesting in itself. So Shrewsbury Town and Sunderland is the only game where it's goalless, and they're heading for, because It's goalless. They're not going to be a winner, is there? I don't think there's replays for the third round this year. I think it goes to and then penalty shootout. I don't think there is. I might be wrong, but I think if it's level at 90 minutes, then it goes to extra time, and then if needed, a penalty shootout. So that'll be interesting. So Dan, your options. Nottingham Forest looks like they've gone, so that's one off the list. Bournemouth getting slapped 4-2 at home. Looks like they're off the list. Who else have we got? Fulham 1-0 up at Hove. That's a possibility for you. Nice ground as well, Fulham. I like Fulham's ground. Craven Cottage. I don't know if you've ever been there before. That'd be a good day out in West London. Brighton and Hove Albion, that looks like it could be a possibility. Day out in the seaside in the winter. Yeah, it could be a bit chilly down there, but still could be a good day out. You could go down there for the weekend, mate. Maybe get one of your family, or maybe make it a family weekend away at Brighton. That'd be a good one. Go and stay in a hotel down there. Nice bit of bread and breakfast. Lovely. Fish and chips on the beach. Lovely. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Brighton's nice. Pebbly Beach. I like pebbly beaches, I have to be honest. I used to live in Eastbourne many years ago, and I worked in Eastbourne as well, and I used to go down. I had to do lots of visits around town, and I used to travel about sometimes on the Dotto train that used to run along the seafront. That was wild. So yeah, Millwall, Sheffield United. Yeah, so that's the option so far. Hopefully tomorrow there'll be a few more for you. And Ipswich have got a pen. Is that right? Ipswich have got a pen against Rotherham. Whoa. There you go. Taib says Arsenal should have made more transfers during the summer. Now the bench is weak and delaying transfers in January. It's a bloody joke. Taib, I don't think they're going to sign anyone. I really don't. Craig AFC 87. Why doesn't Arteta play Tierney at left back? No more. He's our best left back. Mate, he's one of the two best left backs in the world, in my opinion. I just don't get it. Well, I've got a theory about it, which I'm not going to share. And I hope it's not what I think it is. It potentially could be. I really hope that it's just some mad-ass madness that's going off in the back of my mind. But he clearly doesn't rate him. But other players have got worse injury records than him, and they're getting picked. So it's got nothing to do with his injury record. So I don't know what it is. And last season, when he got injured and went out of the team, him and Partey went out of the team together at the same time. And as soon as that happened, our form dropped off. So take from that what you will. I just don't understand it. I do not understand what the hell's going on. And Boreham would have levelled, apparently. Our man Dan in the know has just put a message in saying that. So let's go. And yeah, there's been a goal at Boreham Wood, everyone. So it's Boreham Wood 1, Accrington Stanley 1. So let's go and check that out. Boreham, Accrington Stanley 1, and The goal for Boreham was scored by Lovelo, and it was assisted by this team have got some really players with some really off-key names. Some players here for our resident linguist, Tai Iliciani, Salami, or whatever his name is. The goal was scored in the 78th minute. Boreham 1, Accrington Stanley 1. Lee Lovo, Boreham, a header from the centre of the box to the bottom left corner, assisted by Femi Salami with a cross following a set-piece situation. So it's Boreham 1, Accrington Stanley 1. Just over 11 minutes to go there. So let's go back into the scores, see if there's been any other goals. And Ipswich have got another. So it's now Ipswich Town 3, Rotherham United 1. Let's see if we can find out how the third one went in. The third goal was scored by Ladapo in the 79th minute. Goal, Ipswich Town 3, Rotherham United 1. Freddie Ladapo, Ipswich Town with a right-footed shot from the centre of the box to the centre of the goal. So there you go. Ipswich Town 3, Rotherham United 1. So looks like Ipswich are on their way to the fourth round. So Charlie Chaplin scored a penalty in the 74th minute as well. They scored 2 goals in the space of 5 minutes. The first one was scored by Charlie Chaplin from the penalty spot. Penalty was conceded by Wes Harding from Rotherham United after a foul in the penalty area, and foul was on Freddie Ladapo, and then Charlie Chaplin stepped up and converted the penalty with a left-footed strike to the bottom left corner. So it's now Ipswich Town 3, Rotherham United 1. Listen, there's 11 people watching, guys. Please, if you haven't done it already, can you make sure you put a like on the video, pressing the little thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, and make you do that and click on the bell icon, can anytime I go live or upload a video, you'll get notified. So yeah, please do that. Help me to grow this channel. So thanks very much, and make sure you go and check out all the legends in this chat who have got channels as well. Del Boy Gunner TV, Niall from the Upper Tier, Carl Walsh Gunner TV. Make sure you go and check them out. Absolute legends, all 3 of them. And another one, Zach Football TV. That's Del Boy's little boy. Please make sure you meet him. Absolute legend he is. Go and check out his video about the block drain. It's absolute classic stuff. Manchester United would be a nice what's that? A nice heated rivalry there. Really? And you got big rivalry, United. That lady I met on the tube from Stockport that time, she never told me about that. She lived in the road where the ground is, funnily enough. Yeah, she was lovely. Absolutely lovely woman. I'm chatting to her. Ty was saying, says Steve Cooper went out like a popper. What? What the hell's that all about? You see, that's what I love about Ty. These are completely mad, off-key, like on left field comments. Absolutely superb stuff, Ty. I love you, man. Dan says, I don't want Brighton. There's someone from my referee association is a fan of Brighton, so I wouldn't hear the last of it if we lost. Oh dear. Yeah, no, you don't want that, mate. Getting absolutely constant comments about it. No. Zach, Football TV, Chesterfield are doing well. Yeah, they are, buddy. They are. Let's put that. Let's see what the scores are. Where's my mouse? There we go. So Chesterfield 3-2 up at home to West Bromwich Albion. It's 5-6 minutes to go in that one. Some of the games are only 3 minutes. And hello Warren, says Zach Football TV. Hi fella, hope you're doing well. Lovely to see you, buddy. I hope you upload a video soon. I haven't seen a video from you for a while. Why don't you do a reaction to the FA Cup matches today? Give us your thoughts. That would be a good one. Ask your dad about it. He might be able to help you do it. That'd be a good one to do. Craig AFC 87, Del Boy's son in the chat. Hi, Zach. Exactly. He's a lovely little lad. Make sure you all go and subscribe to his channel. Put likes on all his videos. He's an absolute legend, Zach. Ty says, hi, Zach. What's the crack, bro? Love that lad. Zach is an absolute legend, people. He really is. And Zach says, hi, Craig and Taib. And Joanne Smith says, that's Ipswich goals for the season. Well, yeah, until they play Norwich, Joanne. Casey says, Casey Cody says, they can go 2-1. All right, fair enough, mate. Dan says she lives on the road with you. She lives on the road with United or County. Sorry, buddy. When I met her, she was living in London. She'd moved to London, but her home was on the same road as County's ground. Because I was telling her about my visit to County with Maidstone. She thought it was hilarious. And there's been another goal at Ipswich. It's Ipswich Town 4, Rotherham United 1. And the fourth goal was scored by Burns in the 87th minute, and it was a pen. Let's go and find out about the penno. The penalty was conceded in Odafin, Rotherham United, after a foul in the penalty area. Ipswich Town, Kane Vincent Young draws a foul in the penalty area, and then Wes Burns steps up for Ipswich Town and converts the penalty with a right-footed shot to the centre of the goal. So Ipswich look like they're home and hosed, 4-1 up now against Rotherham. There's also been a booking for Richard Wood from Rotherham United, so for a bad foul. So this is for you, Richard.
Your book, son.
So there we go. Let's go and see. There's been another goal somewhere else as well. Let's go and check that out. Let's find out what's going on, because I think Brighton might have got a fifth one. Yeah, so it's ended Middlesbrough 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 5. Dear, oh dear, poor old Borough got an absolute slapping, didn't they? Yeah, so the fifth goal came from Undav in the 89th minute, and it was assisted by Marsh. So Middlesbrough 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 5. And let's go and check that out. Middlesbrough 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 5. Dav from Brighton and Hove Albion, right-footed shot from the side of the box, from the right side of the box to the bottom left corner, assisted by Sonny Marsh. There you go. So Middlesbrough 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 5. Great win for Brighton. Let's see what else. The game at Blackpool was finished. Blackpool 4, Nottingham Forest 1. So Blackpool beat Nottingham Forest by 4 goals to 1. The goals came from Epiteta in the 17th minute, Poveda Ocampo in the 64th minute, Hamilton in the 71st minute, and Yates in the 87th minute. The goals were assisted by Yates, Dougal, and Poveda Ocampo, and Nottingham Forest's sole response was Yates in the 2nd minute of added on time at the end of the and that goal was assisted by Toffolo. So Nottingham Forest got an absolute slapping today in the FA Cup 3rd round away at Blackpool. I'm sure there'll be some stern words there. And it's finished Boreham 1, Accrington Stanley 1. So there's no extra time. Looks like there's going to be a replay for that. So the goals in that game came from Edlovo in the 78th minute from Boreham Wood. He equalised Accrington Stanley's early goal from Ashley in the 6th minute. They ended Boreham Wood 1, Accrington Stanley 1. So there's still 2 games left, and we'll go through all the scores in a minute, but there's still 2 games in play. 4-2 down at home to Burnley, and Chesterfield 3-2 up at home to West Bromwich Albion. So and there's another goal at Hull City. Good news. It's Hull City 0, Fulham 2. Hull City 0, Fulham 2. Goal Dan James in the 4th minute of added on time. The Hull City keeper goes up and it doesn't end well. Dan James slots into an empty net to secure Fulham's place in the 4th round. Incredible late finish at Shrewsbury, who were leading 1-0 after 90 minutes. But Championship Sunderland have scored twice in added time to take a 2-1 lead. And they're still playing. Wow. Look at that. What drama there. And I bet you, what's the bettings? It ain't finished. And it's finished at Bournemouth. It's finished Bournemouth 2, Fulham, Burnley 4. So the wheels properly came off for Burnley today, crashing out in the FA Cup third round, home to Burnley. And it's finished Hull City 0, Fulham 2. So let's have a look. I think they've all the games are finished. No, Chesterfield. It's now Chesterfield 3, West Bromwich out. Look at that, people. And Chesterfield 3, West Bromwich Albion 3, and Thomas Asante scores an equaliser for West Bromwich Albion in the 3rd minute of added on time, making it Chesterfield 3, West Bromwich Albion 3. And that goal was assisted by Gardner Hickman. So Brandon Thomas Asante of West Bromwich Albion has a header from the centre of the box to the bottom left corner, and it was by Taylor Gardner Hickman. So it ended. So it's still playing 5 minutes of added on time so far. It's Chesterfield 3, West Bromwich Albion 3. Wow. And they're still playing. So it could be yet more goals. But there's, oh my God, look at all those chats. Fair play to you lot. You absolute legends. No way. I'll live on that road. There you go, Dan. Craig AFC 87. I would take Alexis McAllister from Brighton. He had a very good World Cup with Argentina. Yeah, he did, mate. He did. Must be limits. Must be Shrewsbury with Sunderland's 19 minute Sunderland's 90th minute goal. Yeah, man. And Joanne Smith says Brighton are a funny old team. They're all or nothing. Yeah, they're a bit unfortunate against us, I felt. I think if that third goal that they got disallowed had gone in, I think it could have been a real nervy end at the end of that game. Dan says, what a comeback. Sunderland score again. Yeah, man, it's madness. Absolute madness. Joanne Smith says, will you be doing a late show tomorrow as good evening a Pep 4:30 kickoffs? Well, I'm doing one. We'll see what happens. I'd like to say yeah, but I don't know. We'll see what happens because that will be. Otherwise, I'll be streaming for about 5 hours, and I'm not sure that StreamYard will allow me to do it. But we'll see. And Dan says that is what I love about the FA Cup. Yeah, me too, buddy. There's nothing like it. This is special, man. That is what I love about the FA Cup. Yeah, 100%. And Ty says, what is a butcher's favourite rock band? Lincoln Pork. What? Mate, your comments just get more every week. It's unreal. What the hell was that all about? Where did that come from? All these late goals. West Brom score. Sure. No, not another one. My word. Let's see what's going on. And it's still going. And it's finished. It's finished. There we go. So let's go through all the scores today. So it's ended in the FA Cup third round. Crystal Palace 1, Sunderland 2. The game between Forest Green Rovers and Birmingham was postponed because of a waterlogged pitch. Gillingham 0, Leicester City 1, Preston North End 3, Huddersfield Town 1, Reading 2, Watford 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Portsmouth 0, Blackpool 4, Nottingham Forest 1, Boreham 1, Accrington Stanley 1, AFC Bournemouth 2, Burnley 4, Chesterfield 3, West Bromwich Albion 3, Fleetwood Town 2, Queen's Park Rangers 1, Hull City 0, Fulham 2, Ipswich Town 4, Rotherham United 1, Middlesbrough 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 5, Millwall 0, Sheffield United 2, and Shrewsbury Town 1, Sunderland 2. Sorry, Shrewsbury Town 1, Sunderland 2. So there you go. There's games later this evening. 5:30, Brentford and West Ham, Coventry and Wrexham, Grimsby Town and Burton Albion, Luton Town and Wigan Athletic, Sheffield Wednesday and Newcastle, that's at 6 o'clock. And then at 8 o'clock, we got Liverpool and Wolverhampton Wanderers. There you go. So big night of football tonight. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the Sheffield Wednesday Newcastle game and the Liverpool and Wolves game. I'm also quite interested to see what happens between Grimsby and Burton Albion. So yeah, it should be interesting. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that because I did. Oh, you can hardly see me. I'm really dark. Mind you, it is pretty dark here. Let me just put my lamp on. That's better. At least you can see me now. Big Tone lifted the FA Cup behind me. And Lee Dixon grabbing David Seaman by the throat. Oh, my good God. There you are. Craig, AFC 87. Warren, great show once again. Thank you, Craig. I loved it. I love the FA Cup third round. It's wild. And, yeah, I'm going to do the show tomorrow. Please come back and check that out. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely wild. Dan says, catch you later, Warren. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Thanks very much to everyone for tuning in. I hope you really enjoyed it because I did. Have a great rest of your day. Remember, look after all your family, your friends, and your loved ones. And I'm going to put the outro on. But before I go, please remember to show kindness around the world. And let's enjoy my FA Cup videos.
Saturday, April the 26th.
Tremendous spirit in this Hereford side. They're not giving this up by any means. Radford. Now Tudor's gone down for Newcastle. Radford again. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Radford the scorer. Ronnie Radford. And the crowd are invading the pitch. And now it will take some time to clear the field. What a tremendous shot by Radford. He got that ball back and hit it from well outside the penalty area, and no goalkeeper in the world would have stopped that. It barely flew into the top corner of Blackpool.
In a single game. Oh, hold on. They might hear. Cummings! He's done it! Great finish! Super sub for Shrewsbury has come on and scored twice. Jason Cummings, it's 2-2. What a great What an afternoon for Jason Cummings. Shrewsbury Town 2, Liverpool 2.
Sanchez caught Young and Fashanu in there. And Sanchez was in there, and that's a goal for Wimbledon. Laurie Sanchez.
Sure to the vast relief of the North East, moving a lot more freely now. A deep one again. Watson is right in there. So too is Hallam. And Porterfield! Oh, Porterfield has scored! And Sunderland, the underdogs, are in the lead.
Second, and it's 2-2. There's a minute left on the clock. Brady for Arsenal. Right across, Sunderland! It's there! It's 3-2! Arsenal are back in front through Alan Sunderland. United have possibly thrown it away within seconds of getting it back.